the weather is now finally getting warmer. We've had a few little cold spells here and there this spring, but I think we're finally on the upswing towards summer. And that means I get super excited about thinking about all the things that I want to make this summer. Now, is the list that I made manageable and achievable? No. But it doesn't stop me from making a giant list and giving myself lots of options for when I'm in the mood for a new project. So, I have compiled a bunch of projects that I have seen on Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, everywhere. So I compiled a big list of patterns, ideas, things that I would like to make this summer and I would like to now share with you. Let's start with sewing. I keep seeing a bunch of these two-piece sets for the summer, and I've been really obsessed with the two-piece sets that kind of act like pajamas. For me, that's dual purpose, which means that I'm very interested in trying out this project. I have this thrifted button-up that I found, and although it's oversized, I had the idea to make it fit me more in the shoulders and keep it very billowy, and then try to find some fabric that I can match with these drapes. I do find myself collecting bedsheets from the store, so I'm sure that there is an option in this pile alone that could work. That one's too teal. That one might be too light. And that one might be too dark. Like, this might be the closest bet. This blue stripe is a little bit too dark compared to this one. I honestly don't care about the width of the stripes. I think that just having a color that will match and then incorporating some white fabric into it will be good enough. I found this picture on Pinterest of these cotton shorts. They just look so cute and comfy that I really feel like I need to have some for myself. And so I think that those will pair really well with these striped button-up and also any different variation of two-piece set that I want to make. And while I'm on the topic of thrifted bed sheets, that is like my primary source of fabric, but I think it just makes the comfiest clothing. But who wouldn't want to be wearing bed sheets around the house all the time? Because I know I do. So it's practically perfect for this project that I have in mind, where I can just take these bed sheets and turn them into two-piece sets that also work as pajamas. But I was really inspired by this set here, where it has this red rickrack going all the way around the pockets and across the front. So my first idea was to go out and buy some rickrack, but I did find another option, and that option is little pom-poms. So now I have several options that I can use with different color combinations. Because the original one was red with white, I think that this green could also look really good with like a navy, maybe this yellow with a blue. I might still go look for rickrack, but I thought that these options are really fun, and I do really like these colors as well. Moving on to another set of shorts that I want to make for this summer. I found this picture on Pinterest years ago, always really liking this color green, and then I was blessed by the thrift gods and given this bolt of green denim. And as much as I would love to have a green pair of pants, I think that a green pair of shorts would also be very cute. This is one project that I have been thinking about for years now, and then I think that I might try to attempt it this summer. On the same topic of denim shorts, I have this pair of pants that I have thrifted years ago. I have mended them, but they have been holding up really nice since then. There's no real wear on them anywhere else, but I did find this picture of embroidered denim shorts and I instantly fell in love with them. So now I'm thinking that instead of just donating these, I already have them in my possession. I might just try to cut them and then make them into more denim shorts. They are a little bit more fitted than the picture that is shown here, but if I'm cutting off the legs, I can always add in some panels to the sides to make them a little bit more loose fitting. So if you'd like to see this project, let me know in the comments. Now I want to talk about some sewing patterns that I'm really interested in trying out and also retrying out this summer. The one pattern that I want to retry is the Hollyhock romper from Studio Sadoe. I made this rainbow linen romper last year, and as much as I love it and I love the color of it, I feel like I'm constantly having to iron it because of this linen just having this like natural like crinkle to it. So I would like to try this pattern again, and she did update the pattern, so I'm really interested to try it out again to see what the differences are. And I think she did address some of the issues that I had from the past pattern in this new version, so I'm really interested in trying that. She made this beautiful white eyelet hollyhock romper, and I think I need it. I think I need it in my wardrobe, and I want it right now. I don't have any fabric for it right now, so I might have to go to the store and see what I can find. Hopefully the thrift store has something, but you never know. I think the texture of the eyelet looks really good on this romper, so I'm very interested to try it out. One pattern that I've already bought from her is the Sassafrass Set. I love the tie front, and then the shorts are so cute. So as soon as this pattern was released, I bought it, and I'm so excited to try it out. I do really love the bold gingham pattern that she has on hers, so I did find some thrifted bed sheets that kind of match that same vibe. So I always try to make patterns that other people have made into my own style, but like when they get it right, they get it right, and I love that set so much. The last pattern that I want to try, and someone recommended this pattern for me to try out and make a video on, so thank you for that suggestion, because I did see this pattern release and I want to try it so bad. It is the Foxglove slip. It is this beautiful, just like slip dress, so effortlessly pretty, and I do love the color that she went with, but I think that it would also look really good in just a floral. So I have this fabric from Blackbird Fabrics. This is the Poppy Fields Rayon in Daylight. I've been saving this fabric for something special, and I think that this might be it. I think that it's just so romantic, the dress, that it might look really good in this fabric. Unless I find a different fabric, this is the one I want to go with. The last sewing project that I have plans to make is some new bathing suits. I love using activewear, I love using swimwear, stretchy fabric. Just something that I'm really comfortable with sewing with, and I love showing others that it's not as scary as you think it is. It's honestly just the difference of using a zigzag stitch and maybe a double pointed needle, and if you have a serger, use a serger. I think that the stretchy fabric is just so nice to wear on the body that I just really like wearing it, and I love showing you how to use it. So I have two bathing suit options that I'm really interested in making. I really want to make a gingham set, and I did go to the thrift store to find some underwire bras to see if I can accomplish this look. Post-shower editing Brooke here. I filmed this video right before I went to go pick up my kids, so I do have a few things that I want to add to each section because I feel like now that I'm going through it, there are so many more ideas that I wanted to say but just couldn't. So here I am to fill you in on a few honorable mentions that I would have liked to add to each category. Looking on Pinterest, I find myself really gravitating towards a lot of these cute baby doll dresses. Some of them are tiered dresses, and some of them can almost look like a shirt. I'm really interested in making some of these out of the bed sheets that I have. I think that these would be so just easy and flowy and airy and really help with the summer heat. I think that these would be really nice to add to my wardrobe. I know I've mentioned I want to make a few shorts for this summer, but there are also a few pairs of pants that I've been really itching to make. I have a bunch of gingham fabric in my stash, and I do have a pair of gingham pants that I had made last year from this beautiful linen from Blackbird Fabrics, but I think I prefer working with cotton for everyday fabrics just because I feel like they don't wrinkle as much. I just keep finding so many cute pictures of these gingham pants. Most of them are very wide-legged and breezy. I've also seen one that incorporates rickrack that also cinches in at the ankle. I've seen it for a while now, and I'm really interested to try it out myself. The other thing that I keep seeing are these apron dresses hook. Basically, it's just a really long extended shirt into a dress with just ties across the sides. I keep seeing images of people wearing them with pants underneath and just maybe like a bralette or something underneath that. I just really like the look of it, and I'm really interested in making something like that for the summer as well. As far as knitting goes, I really like knitting in the summer. It's just something to do with my hands while I relax outside. But one thing that I'm not really interested in is making large garments. I love knitting sweaters, especially in the fall, winter, spring, but I feel like it is more practical for me to be knitting smaller things in the summer. So, two things that I'm really interested in making are socks. I am a sock wearer. I do not like bare feet on the floor. I think that's just the household that I grew up in. I have two different yarns that I'm really interested in making into socks. The socks that I have made in the past were not good, so I really am going to try to find patterns that work the best for me. If you have any pattern suggestions, leave them in the comments, because I do have a book about making socks, but I feel like I just never get them right, and I don't know if it's my tension. We're gonna find out this summer when I make a ton of socks. The other thing I keep seeing people make are these bandanas, these knit bandanas. In the same vein as a Sophie scarf, it's just more of like an accessory to use. You can wear it in your hair, around your neck. I'm very interested in making that. Not as keen on using wool in the summer, so I might try to look for some cotton or plant-based fibers, just so I'm not sweating while wearing this in the summer. So a few more things to add to the knitting category. I've seen inspiration of making the bandanas, but I think that it would just be really pretty to somehow make a lace version where it's just really nice and airy that you can wear in the summer. I already think I have this pattern downloaded. Is the daisy chain dress knitting pattern from Friday Knits. It is just like a really, really easy, simple slip dress, and I think it's just so cute and looks like there's lace detail across the top with the straps and across the bottom. I think I might have to try that this summer, and if I don't, I hope that you do, because I think that it looks really cute. When it comes to crochet, I have really dropped the ball. I have not crocheted in a really long time, even though like that's what I grew up making when I was a kid. I loved crochet. So when it came out that everyone was doing these Fillet crochet Projects where they make huge tapestries. It instantly sparked my head with all of these crochet ideas. For this window right above my desk, I have been looking for some type of drapery to put there, and I think making 2 panels of filet crochet to put up there will be really nice. I found a website that shows you how to map out your filet crochet design, so I'm really excited into making that. I did find this crochet lace top from Mishmish on Instagram. I instantly fell in love with it and saw that it was crochet and added it to the list right away. Also, the designer Crochet by Kay on Instagram came out with the Kyra Poncho as well as the no-sew cardigan. And the no-sew cardigan as well as that Mishmish top that I had talked about before are not released patterns yet, so I'm hoping that they will be released by this summer, and I'm very excited to get into them. Update on the Mishmish crochet kind of scrunched top. So she did post a tester's call yesterday as I'm reading this, so that means that it is in the works. So hopefully that will come out in time to actually wear it this summer because it looks really pretty. Now, if I'm really ambitious, I would love to make a crochet bucket hat for this summer. Now that I feel like AI is everywhere, I'm very weary of downloading patterns off of Etsy from kind of suspicious photos. This one doesn't look like AI, but the one thing that I have tried my best is to take AI off of my Pinterest, and there are ways that you can do that. If you go down to your settings on Pinterest, you can go to refine your recommendation, go to the AI content, see more or less AI modified content by turning interest on or off, and then you can turn off all of the AI modifications off of that, so that way you'll have the best chance of not coming across too many AI things. I've had this pin saved on my Pinterest for the longest time, and it just incorporates a ton of little granny squares into making a tie front top. It looks like it just incorporates 2 different types of granny squares. One is making a full square and one is making a triangle, and then you can create a top. Once you have them all crocheted, you can sit by the beach and then just attach them all together. There's just so many cute lace crochet tops on Pinterest, it's kind of hard for me to justify only recommending one. One crochet pattern that I will not be trying this year, but I do highly recommend, is making a crochet circular bag. I made this bag last year based off of a tutorial that I found on Pinterest. I really like how this turned out. If I can change one thing, I would probably add either a snap or a buckle to the center part just so that it stays closed. But this is honestly the perfect bag that I just carry around with me. I used, I think, macrame rope. It's just very soft. I think I got it just from a craft store with like in the macrame section. Highly recommend finding a pattern based on this. I might have actually, if I go back in the archives, I think I might actually have a tutorial or a loose tutorial on how to make this from one of my past videos. So if you are interested in making a bag like this, you can either try to figure it out yourself, find a pattern on Pinterest, or go check out that other video to make this little bag. That is a lot that I have on my plate. I am super excited to get into it. Let me know what you're excited for. If you want to see one of these projects done right away, let me know in the comments. I'm super excited to get started on all these projects for the summer and wear them for my vacation. I hope I gave you some inspiration and give you some ideas to go forth with and enjoy your summer with little projects that you can make. So until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.